Hey everybody, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to take a look at visualizing arpeggios with scales. Now this is just the first part of this series that I'm doing, and if you go to Guitar Lessons 365 and you go through some of my scale lessons, you see that I'm pretty partial to the 3 notes per string scales. I like them because there's one built up every note in the key, which makes a lot more sense to people, and there really is no beginning to ending of them. They're all connected very well. So unlike the standard cage formats, I prefer this for my scale work. But a lot of people have asked me, well, how do you play arpeggios with them? It's so easy to see the arpeggios in a caged type of study. So what I did here is I've taken that one step further, and we're going to be doing a G major here. And instead of only playing a G major arpeggio, which is how most people studied arpeggios, I'm going to show you every single key and every single arpeggio that works in the key of G major right around that one scale shape, this first scale shape, which is the 7-note, 3 notes per string form that works off that starts on the root of the key. So in this case, G. So what I did is here. So follow along with the tab PDF that goes with this. You can just download it in the link in the video's description. We're going to ascend with this scale shape. And when we get to the B on the high E string, that's a note that's in the G major arpeggio. So that's an arpeggio that's going to be the one chord of the key. G major is the first chord in the key of G major, obviously. And we're going to descend with that arpeggio, and then ascend, and then descend back with the scale again. That's why you're always visualizing the actual scale form around its arpeggio. So you start seeing them together. But then we're going to do the same scale, key of G major, and we're going to play the arpeggio built off the second chord in the key, which is A minor. And then back down with the same G major scale. So that A minor arpeggio is in the key of G major as well. So we shouldn't just be playing G major arpeggios. There are 7 basic triads in this key, so we need to play arpeggios for each one, all based around just this one scale form. So the third exercise will be playing the B minor arpeggio, which is the third chord in the key. Everybody knows that arpeggios are just the notes of a chord played separately, played like a scale, one after the other. So we're going to ascend here again, same scale form. And when we get actually to this high A, then we're going to to this B up top, we're going to descend with a B minor arpeggio. And then descend with the scale. The third one will be C major arpeggio. The fourth one would be the 5 chord, so it's going to be the D major arpeggio. The 5 chord in the key of G major, so ascend once again with a G major scale. And when you get to this high E string, the A on the 5th fret, A is in the key of is in the D major chord with a D, F sharp, and A, and then descend. And then we have the 6th chord, E minor. And then we have the 7th chord, which is the F sharp diminished arpeggio. And descend with a G major scale. So if you just practice these in sequence, just going all the way through, I'm always playing the G major scale so you can see the scale shape that it's built around. So the scale gives you every single note in that key, period. And then the arpeggio gives you the notes of each arpeggio gives you the notes of each chord within that key. So those are all fantastic ways of notes that you can use in soloing. Obviously, arpeggio tones are pretty much the most important tones in the key if you really want to nail down the sound of a chord progression in your solo. All right, so we're going to continue with this study, working with different scale shapes, the other 6 scale forms that you can do for 3 notes per string playing. And I will see you then. So just take your time with this, go back and forth through these, and start trying to visualize all those arpeggios together with just that one scale form. All right? See you guys soon. Bye-bye.